You know, you come back for season 4 and you forget which button to push. Yeah.
It's only been 2 weeks, whatever.
Ah, well, in YouTube land, it's been a very long time. 2 weeks is like a year for a lot of people. We
Well,
have
that's
to remember
true
that.
for all of the professional content
Oh, the
creators out there,
professional. Which
which
brings us back.
which we're not.
No, we're not. But we are back for season premiere. I'm not going to put numbers behind it. Season premiere. We discussed this of Megadeth. Can we say thank you to the metal gods to give us Megadeth as the start of the premiere for us? I'm super excited, as you can tell. I'm like a kid in
Yep.
a candy store right now. I luckily enough, this is part one of Megadeth's, and they have such a discography. We have to break it in two parts so we can have. You guys don't want
Seven,
to watch 2 hours of this
17
shit.
slash 18 albums. Yeah,
Yeah, we got to break them up. We gotta break it up, and nobody wants to watch 2 hours of this shit. An hour's enough. The attention spans this much, right?
yeah.
But as you notice on the wheel, we don't have the new one yet. So part two, we'll have the new one in there, which doesn't really matter because when we put it on the tier list, it's going to go wherever it goes, anyways. It is there, but it's
But
not
it's not there.
there. So don't be mad at me. Put it in the comments.
You can be mad at me. I'm the one that said
You
take
put
it
it
off.
mad at me. Um,
I won't read it because, well, I
yeah.
don't have access to the comments. So,
So, as we do with all our bands, we do have sections where we like to do what is called teaching Shannon today's
The
thrash metal.
yeah, the teaching corner.
The teaching corner of thrash metal. Um, I'll read you what ChatGPT says, which I overread it. It is pretty much on point. Thrash metal is fast, aggressive subgenre of heavy metal that emerged in the early 1980s, blending the heaviness of traditional metal with the speed and intensity of hardcore punk. Your core characteristics is the fast tempos, the energy, aggressive, down picking. Um, you have some of the complex rhythms, yelling or they call it barked you vocals, barking vocals. That's pretty funny.
that's kind of funny. Yeah.
And we have to remember that probably the most important thing of characteristics is the lyrics. I think lyrics have a lot to do with thrash metal, which we'll get into Megadeth. There's a niche in that genre that they do very well, personally. But
Yeah.
we have to remember this comes from Nuwabo, which is new wave of British heavy metal, your Motorhead, your Iron Maiden. And then you got the punk speed of whatever punk you want to throw in there at the time.
Sex,
Ramones, I guess
Sex
Ramones, Sex
Pistols,
Pistols, Clash. Ramones,
G,
I feel like was a big one.
GBH.
Yes, and Discharge. Discharge is
Discharge
kind of
was a big one.
very big one. Then you get your Motorhead. That was kind of the architect of thrash metal in its own way.
Uh,
Um, which you have, John. Who are the big four?
of thrash.
Yes.
So
Metallica.
Metallica, Megadeth, Anthrax, fucking Slayer. That is how
Yep.
you have to say their name.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
It's part of the ritual. You'll learn it soon enough.
You'll learn.
You'll learn.
I'll learn.
I don't
Which
throw those out too often, but when it's
needed.
fucking Slayer, you
You
say
say it.
fucking Slayer.
Fucking Slayer. Um, I truly believe thrash metal. Um,
And then I guess like 5 and 6 is Exodus and Testament.
Overkill,
Overkill's one, yeah.
Overkill, and then you go to Germany where you got the Creator, you got Destruction. You can do big fours
Yeah,
like everywhere.
everywhere. Yep.
But we have to remember thrash metal is kind of the answer to regular heavy metal that was kind of bluesier, slower. Um, I mean, you had the
heavy,
up tempo of like Iron
weighty,
Maiden.
like it
Yeah,
was heavier.
it's just thicker. It had muscle
Yeah,
to it.
yeah.
Um,
That's what I meant by heavy.
yeah, and that kind of segues into Megadeth, which to me, you have Metallica is always number one in the big four. I feel like Megadeth and Slayer are always battling for two and three. Um,
I can see that. Yeah.
and Anthrax, sorry, Anthrax, you're always number four. It's just the way it is, and I think
That's
they're
right.
okay with that. They're
Yeah.
okay with being number four.
I
Which
mean,
will
if you're the big four and you're still the fourth one, I feel like that's pretty impressive. Like
they
that's
know their place in history, which begs us to going down the rabbit hole of Megadeth. I personally have to say Megadeth for me was more important than Metallica as I was growing up. I listened to Metallica. When it got to about the Black Album, I kind of lost interest, but I would still keep up with the record sales. But when Megadeth came, I was like, Mega Dave.
Mega
you
Dave.
lost interest during, like, before listening to the Black Album
I
or
kind of
after the Black Album.
I kind of was confused with the Black Album when it came out, but I was also energized by it because it was kind of like, oh man, everybody loves the Black Album. It was kind of like having when you're going over to Tokyo, like you did, right? And all of a sudden you have a conversation with someone and they understand you. That's what Metallica bridged the gap with a lot of people because that was their intro to metal in some way. And it was kind of like a universal language. And it connected with a lot of people. But when
That was my introduction.
yeah, right. And when it comes to Megadeth, you're like, the story of Megadeth overshadows the band Megadeth in some kind of way. Which let's get into the summary of Megadeth. Which
Which is good because I know nothing.
Megadeth was formed in 1983 by Dave Mustaine, who was fired from Metallica for being too much. Dave had a drug and alcohol problem back before Kill 'Em All was recorded.
On the way to record it,
Correct.
they said,
See you later.
See
Gave
ya.
gave him a bus ticket, sent them back to LA.
He said, when does my plane leave?
No
Well,
plane.
sorry, here's part two of the bad news.
Yeah, yeah.
As Lars said, here's your Greyhound bus ticket.
To
You
go.
got 4 days to think about it.
And
I'm
after his
paraphrasing,
departure,
but
he became so angry at Metallica. He was like, I'm going to form something. I'm going to be better than them. I'm going to crush them. It was kind of a personal vendetta that no matter how important Megadeth got, he just wanted to beat Metallica in any way, form. Anyway, I feel like we're going to have to do a part three because this is the history of Megadeth.
like part three is just Megadeth history.
Megadeth history. What kind of got Megadeth known for a lot better was their speed, technical precision, and the political lyrics that separated them from Metallica. That was the beginning. Slayer and Anthrax really weren't important at that time, per se. They were there in the realm, but it was like Metallica, then Megadeth, and Slayer. Then when Slayer got bigger with like Rain and Blood and everything started to shift a little bit. But that's a different story.
That's the big
Yeah.
four history down the line.
Yep. And we have to remember the constant member, Dave Mustaine, the architect of Megadeth. He is Mr. Megadeth, which would be crazy not to think of Dave Mustaine as Megadeth. It's you think Metallica, you think Kurt, Lars, and James. To me, Dave Mustaine's Megadeth in its own way.
Yep, he's the only one.
Yep. And
which kind of makes you wonder a little bit. But
And I feel like he did. I feel like his way of approaching to music, of getting back at the Metallica guys, kind of gave him notoriety of this. How would you say, relentless, always technical with what he does, and he wants to be hands in everything. Megadeth. He wants it to be the best thing more than his name. Instead of saying Megadeth needs to be something. Having 50 million records sold, I think he did a pretty good job. And a Grammy.
yes,
He has a Grammy. He has one Grammy. We'll get to that when the album comes out. So
it's probably on a shelf somewhere.
I really feel like this is a hot take. I feel like Megadeth and Dave Mustaine made thrash metal the way it is. I really true. Dave Mustaine was the architect of thrash metal in its like beginning stages. It was his guitar playing. You might not like the guy, but his guitar playing with Metallica, I heard, was incredible.
Yeah.
And when you have Metallica and Megadeth, I think he might look at it as a failure in life, but I think he succeeded with making Megadeth his own. I don't think he would have been happy in Metallica. Like he would have left sooner or later.
I think I think so.
Yeah, I
Um,
this way.
I think because I mean, I don't know, just some of the things that I've read, there was always kind of like a personality clash. And I don't know if it was specifically with Dave and James.
I think it's Lars.
Well, Lars has a problem with everyone.
Yeah,
So
well, that's a whole different story by
that's a
itself.
whole nother thing.
That's a whole different one. But yeah,
No,
Megadeth.
I can see that too, because there's
Yeah.
something that I will, when that album comes up, I will bring that up
Agree with that.
too.
I think that's the story of Megadeth / learning about thrash metal. I feel like thrash metal is just fast hardcore punk with metal in it.
Yep,
I love it.
Got
It's
to
my
have
favorite
some double
genre.
kicks in there.
Yes, it's my favorite genre.
What? It's your favorite genre? I had no idea.
Yeah, I don't know. I
Oh
don't
my God,
know.
you hide it so well.
That's crazy.
All right, guys.
Super crazy.
We haven't done this in a while. Let's go over the tier list. We go from
Spin that wheel. Oh.
shredding to bitching to lawnmower to meh dumpster fire. We're not putting 50 foot of shit because I don't think there is one in this. Do we need to put that category in this?
No.
Okay. When you see that category, you see that that tier, be worried. There might be a stinker or two.
I don't even think there's a dumpster fire per se.
Let's do a spin, shall we? Let's get into it. Are we ready?
I mean, if it's the album I'm thinking of, that if you're gonna put that there,
album, but
maybe.
we'll see.
Let's get into it.
See. I'm sure there's gonna be some hot takes.
Oh, there's gonna be some hot takes. It's gonna be real. My hands are burning.
I feel like I'm gonna get so much judgment. Like I'm scared. Like I'm scared for this one.
Wait, who's going first?
Shannon, I would like you to do hidden treasures. I would really like to. Where would you like to put? Because I know where it goes for me. But you being in John, actually, John, you could do this one too, couldn't you?
I could.
Okay.
Shannon, do you want to give it to John?
Yeah.
Yeah, John.
Okay, I'm scared.
John, listen, guys.
I feel like there's a lot of pressure for this one now that it's like this is like one of the top thrash bands ever of all time, and I'm like, I did not know this.
Oh,
while I'm listening to it, like,
it's not Coheed.
Terrible. What am I listening to?
It's not State Champs.
I do love me some State Champs.
I know you're wearing their hoodie right now.
All right, John. I know, guys. I know what you're saying. Well, Hidden Treasures is a cover album, right? It's just all covers.
It's not all covers.
I believe this album should get notoriety for what the fuck it is. I really, truly do. They should do Hidden Treasures 2 with the other covers after that one that they do. That would be cool if they did have that. But I digress.
It's not
John?
all it's not all covers. There are just
Yeah, it
some
is.
that were
Well, it's movie
So
it's
soundtracks
movie
and covers.
soundtracks and covers.
Yep,
Yes,
sorry, movie soundtracks
so we
and
know
it's a
covers.
you would put it in
compilation
shredding.
album.
No,
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 no, I would
no,
not.
no.
Oh.
But
It's
John,
bitchin' for sure.
it is definitely bitchin'. It is. It has.
It has everything. It has everything. I mean, I don't
It
know.
does.
Then why is it not
You
shredding?
well, because there are some that are less awesome.
Diadems.
Diet diadems or something.
Diadems. I really don't like that song on it.
It's not. Yeah, I mean,
That one is not in. But Go to Hell and Angry Again.
oh my
man,
gosh, Go to Hell is so great.
it's such a good. And
That's one of my favorite songs.
And the music video is really good too.
And it was in Bill and Ted
Yes.
Bogus Journey. So that's, I mean, come on.
Yeah. I think their cover No More Mr. Nice Guy definitely gave them a notoriety of, oh, Alex Cooper. And it sounds really good, you know?
Yeah, and then of course 99 Ways to Die from Beavis and Butthead soundtrack.
Yes. They always make good soundtrack tracks.
Oh, and I'm looking here, Paranoid too. That's a good cover.
Like they did such a killer job of that one. I think it's a bitchin' album. You could tell what goes on Lawnmower and Meh, and you're like, oh, I understand why you like it because it's a lot better than A and B or whatever. You know what I mean? I thought about it today is make my own hidden treasures. Take all the covers and like stuff and just put it in like a sound playlist and have it for myself. Well, Shannon, what did you think about it? Did you like it?
Yeah. I gave it an 8.5 out of 10. Yeah.
All
no,
right.
it was yeah.
All right. Euthanasia.
Okay,
Shannon, do you want this one?
Sure.
Go ahead.
I told you I did all my homework, so.
Euthanasia. Well, let's take this back. Euthanasia. Hidden Treasure 94. Hidden Treasures came after Euthanasia. So everything leading up to there got the Hidden Treasures. This is the one before it, which has the big four of Megadeth: Dave Mustaine, Marty Friedman, Nick Menza, and Dave Ellison, which did 3 albums together out of 4. This is their 3rd one together. What did you think about it, Shannon?
I thought it was the 4th one.
No, because you had Rust in Peace, Countdown, Euthanasia, Cryptic Writings.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
and that is in my notes there. Okay,
there
I skipped.
Which we will talk about lineups because Mega Dave can't be with somebody more than a certain amount, or people can't be around him.
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking about that. I was like, is it him? Or
it's always him.
It's always him.
It's always him. But sorry, Shannon, tell us Euthanasia. What did you think about that?
So I felt like this one compared to the ones before it, right? Because of course I listened to them in release order.
Yes,
as well you should.
Right. But compared to the stuff before it, I thought this was simpler.
Yes, I could go with that too. Yes,
and like
commercial.
Yeah,
a little commercialized.
Yeah, and it this one felt long. Like this is, I think, the first. It's not, but this is the first one where I have that note again. It was the first note where I said this is feeling like a long album. And I don't know if it was just kind of the simplicity of it felt like maybe it wasn't going anywhere, felt like I'm a little bored because did I hear this already? Maybe. But the guitar solo in Addicted to Chaos is legit. Like, yes.
So oh yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna rate it, but go ahead, say your words.
Go ahead. You can rate it. Go right ahead and rate it.
I mean, I still gave it a 7 out of 10, which
bitchin' or high meh?
no. High meh.
High meh.
7 is a low bitchin' for me.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
It is a low bitchin' for me on my scale.
So yeah, go ahead.
This album did hit number 4 on the Billboard chart and went platinum in 1 year. So this is their another top 5 Billboard chart, which
makes sense. I feel like it
riding high on Countdown. You know.
Oh, yeah. I just meant it made sense because it wasn't as like as heavy as
oh sure
yeah, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So in my musical journey,
I like this.
early on when I was getting into the Metallicas and things of the world, and I'm dipping my toe in the water, this was the first Megadeth album that I heard.
Really?
Yes. So, and then of course going back and doing everything. I still, I spent a lot of time with this one. I still dig it. It's still a solid album. I think this is kind of like their Black album to me. Where it's not as thrashy.
Sure. It's very bluesy. It has a blues element to it, I think.
It still has that it still has that weight to it. It still has like the punch
or
muscle. Whatever.
The muscle.
It has the muscle to it, but yeah, it's not the previous album and it's not future albums either.
Sure. So, it has a little niche where
it does. I still gave it an 8.
I gave it a 7 also, but it would be in my lawnmower. It'd be high lawnmower.
I feel like because was the Tula Moon, was that like the first like ballad?
Yeah, no. Well, what do you consider a ballad, John? Because I could tell you there's a ballad before it, and I don't know if you would say yes or no to that. Which I could say In My Darkest Hour is a ballad, but not like a ballad like
It's not
Nothing Else Matters.
Yeah, it's not like a so that, I mean, if we're doing that, In My Darkest Hour is kind of like a Fade to Black.
Which Fade to Black is a ballad.
Yeah.
I think when you're thinking of ballads, you're thinking of Nothing Else Matters.
Yeah, just the.
I think a ballad is where you're taking. I don't know.
It's hard to define it.
It is kind of hard to define it.
That's why I said there's a question mark to it, because I'm like.
But Tula Moon, I feel like isn't darkly. It is the same vein as In My Darkest Hour, because it's not slow. It's not cellos. There's no symphony, but it has the beginning part of In My Darkest Hour. But it's I don't know. That's a good.
I guess because like at Tula Moon, it starts with the acoustic, right?
Sure.
And it's very like.
It's something different.
It's different. It's way mellow.
Very mellow. Yeah. I guess you could say it could be their very first one. Sure. Okay, I could give you that one. Yeah. Huh. I didn't think about that. I've always thought In My Darkest Hour, but that's a tribute.
That's a tribute to Cliff.
Because when he died.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
When we get there.
Euthanasia to me is represented of just a lawnmower. It's in the background, which
I mean it's one of those. I want to say, and whatever. It's like your typical mid-90s like hard rock album.
Sure, and that kind of goes to. I just got Cryptic Writings. I feel like Cryptic
Did you
Writings.
shuffle this wheel?
Yes, it did. I shuffled it like 10, like I did a lot of times. Cryptic writing goes into that realm of also too. It's a lawnmower. It's a lot better than other Megadeth albums, but it's
That's
like
true. Yeah.
when you go narrow, you go this way, and then you go euthanasia, and now you're going cryptics. I feel like cryptics is still in that far right lane. They do.
It's heavier though.
It felt
has
more focused than euthanasia.
How?
I don't know. Like it felt. I don't know. It felt more focused.
Euthanasia is. I don't know. Okay. Focus meaning the lyric content or the musical direction of certain things.
I think the music of it.
Okay, I do.
I think the music part of it was definitely more focused.
I don't know. I feel like
because I do like Mastermind. That riff is just a killer riff.
I mean, Trust is a very heavy.
It's a very heavy drum.
Yeah,
song.
But Have Cool Will Travel, like.
I mean, it's
I don't
not.
know.
And I gotta.
This is a 7 out of 10 for me too.
I gave it an 8 just because I liked it.
Okay.
But
see, I did a 7.5 out of 10. I thought this was a little bit better than Euthanasia.
I feel like it's Euthanasia. Okay, I will agree with that too. And Euthanasia is under this one for me.
This is this is the last one with Nick Menza.
And yes, yeah, that's the end of Nick Menza, the last four. The fourth one. Oh yeah, I got to remember. Actually, Marty and Dave Ellison had 5 albums together.
Yep,
I totally forgot about that. So, yeah, it's the last one, Nick Menza. It does sound like it has kind of a bigger sound to it. I don't know if that makes sense too.
Yeah.
It just but you have like She Wolf is a good song they play live a lot.
They do.
Trust they play a lot live. Like I'll Get Even.
Vortex has a killer solo.
And FFF.
That sounds to me like it. Every time I hear it, I'm like, what is that riff? And it's a variation of No Remorse.
It is. You're right. It is a variation of No Remorse. You're right. I never put that together.
Because I was like, I know it's off of Kill 'Em All. It's on the B side of Kill 'Em All. It's either Phantom Lord or No Remorse. Yeah. So of course, what did I do? I went after I listened to FFF. I went to Kill 'Em All, and I was like, okay, not really Phantom Lord. It's almost like a mashup of Phantom Lord and No Remorse.
Yeah.
And every time it gets me, I'm like, what is that damn song? But because, Dave had a writing credit for that.
Yeah, he gets to use it. I do think Cryptic Writings is better than Euthanasia, but it's just a different. I don't know.
It's a different feel.
It was nice to go back and listen to it though, to make sure I'm not crazy. Like, it's better in my book from back in the past to now. So,
is that Dystopia that I didn't listen to?
Shannon, you have Dystopia, which brings us into the 2010 era of Megadeth, which is
Van Buren and those other guys.
So you have one of your favorite drummers and one of my favorite drummers, Chris Adler's on this.
That's right.
Chris Adler's on it. Also
that's the only album he's on.
Kiko, yes, Kiko's on it. The new one of the guitarists, Kiko. Kiko Lorio. I can't.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's correct.
Dave Ellison's on it. Dave Jr. is on it, and Chris Adler, Dave Jr. which this came out in 2016, and this is the only album that gave him a Grammy.
And this is the last one with Dave Ellison, isn't it? Didn't he get kicked out after this?
I don't think so. Oh yeah, it is. You're right, because he was doing The Sick and the Dying. They had their split, and then
Lomenzo came back in.
Well, he came in for Live, which he's still with him, but the basis for Testament, Death, what is his name? So he did do tracks. Steve DiGiorio.
Okay.
Steve DiGiorio from Testament and Death back in the day. He came in and redid Dave Ellison's parts, which sucks that he would do that.
That you do that, but that's Dave Mustaine for you.
Yeah, that's Megadeth. Shannon, Dystopia. How are we feeling about that?
So I felt like, now that you say that it won a Grammy, I'm like, okay, well that makes sense, because one of the notes that I have is that this is a very accessible metal album, I feel like. Because it had the thrashy stuff, the really fast, but then it also had some like really heavy chugging, which I feel like for people that are into that, like that's kind of for them too. So
I notice a lot of times when I'm listening to Megadeth, when it hits the 2010 era, you have Megadeth and you have a lot of avenues with the Megadeth. You got a couple songs that's kind of like Rust in Peace, and then you have a couple that's like have a cryptic writings or euthanasia. And then you have some that are like Countdown, and then you have some with really heavier tones to them, like what is it?
World Needs a Hero.
World Needs a Hero. I forget about that. I feel
it's
like
a sleeper.
We'll get to it.
We'll get to it. I know.
But you're right, though. It is commercially accepted because it appeals to a lot of Megadeth fans that are in that different genre. Like people like the thrash parts. Somebody likes the slower parts. Somebody likes the commercial parts. Somebody likes the newer Megadeth that try to come back as a thrash band. I can really agree it. And also, too, Chris Adler, I think going from 13 to this is a huge upgrade in music.
Super Collider.
Sorry, Super Collider.
I was gonna say Super Collider.
Super Collider. Even 13, I feel like is a big upgrade from it. I like Dystopia a lot. What do you give it, Shannon? I want your rating first.
I also wrote that the writing seems better.
I can go with that too. Yeah, absolutely.
Like lyrically and just, well, mostly I've noticed the lyrically, but
the package of the whole album is really good. I feel like it's just
all right.
What do you get? Huh?
Here's the thing.
Okay. Yes.
Okay. All of that being said.
Sure.
I loved this album.
Yeah?
Hold up. This album is shredding. This is a 9 out of 10.
What? Is this your first shredding?
No. I've put shredding before.
Have you?
I've put shredding before.
What is your rating out of 10? 9 or 8.5? You know what? I agree. I think this is it. Every time I listen to it, it wants me to have more for another album from that lineup because it was so good. It's sad. You get this one-off, you're like, oh man, you know what I mean? With Chris Adler, Pico was there for a couple albums, but yeah, I agree. This is a total 9 out of 10. What a way to come back in your career It won a Grammy. I mean, we got to remember that too. You're right though. It goes hand in hand. Absolutely. Um, what did you think about it, John? Oh yeah,
that's one I didn't listen to.
I didn't listen to it. I didn't have time. I wasted the time. I did not abide my time correctly.
Happens, brother. There were a lot of.
We should mute him.
It's okay.
No. I mean, I can leave if you. I mean, I got other shit I could do.
You know what, John? As a good person, you take the world needs a hero.
Oh,
because we just talked about it.
We just talked about it. So, world needs a hero. I may have to change my rating around. I don't remember. Let's see if I can read my freaking rating here.
Came out.
I'm gonna take you on a ride with my notes for this one.
So for the opening, like the opening track, right? Disconnect.
Yes.
It's a great track, and it has it's basically they extended that solo for Am I Evil, the Am I Evil guitar solo, and they like played it twice effectively. And I was like, I always wondered what that would sound like if it was longer. This is it. And it's great. And
Megadeth love Diamond Head. Dave loves Diamond Head.
He does, especially the Am I Evil, which is why he bookended it with When, which is effectively on purpose to like, yep, this is pretty much Am I Evil.
Yeah.
And it's pretty great. Let's see. Yep, solo. Let's see. What the fuck?
Can we say Return to the Hangar is the fucking banger on this album?
100%.
That is a banger. And you know, when I will say,
and I think, and I don't know if it's because it's Al Pitrelli, and this is the only album that Al Pitrelli plays on that he does lead.
Yes.
That might have had something to do with the shred of it, but
it might be. It definitely might be. I do have to say, I think it was more Dave. Al was just there. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I feel like a lot of times Dave Mustaine's doing stuff himself.
This from the previous album to this album, night and day.
Yeah, let's talk about this. Let's talk about the controversy of Risk.
Also, can I there's
yes,
the song Losing My Senses on here.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of the thing that always gets me about that is the lyric that where he says life can only be understood. Wait, hold on.
It'll be understood backwards, needs to be lived forwards.
Yeah, only be understood in reverse, but must be lived forwards.
Yeah.
He is so good with his lyrics, man.
I'm like that.
Dave Mustaine, a lot of people won't give him credit, man. I feel like his lyrics can cut through metal. Like he is just snarling. His lyrical approaches are really artistic. It's like a military ops. He is so particular and pinpoint with his stuff. It's really, really good. I love it. I love his lyrical content. I'm learning the government through his eyes in some way.
And this still feels like it's one of those like we're trying to like broaden our sound, but still be thrash. Right?
I have to disagree.
Really?
I have to disagree.
Okay.
I will say this is a return to form of this should have been after Cryptic. Like this is their let's get back on course with metal. Like this is we have sprinkled thrash metal in it, but we're doing more of a slower down thrash metal.
Well, that's what I was saying. Like they're still trying to expand.
Well, they did with Risk, and that failed. And this is them getting back into the center
into it, but there's still a little bit of anyway. I know what I meant. It seemed fine.
But I can remember when
I remember too when Risk came out, and then
do you remember the greatest hits
after it?
Well, did you ever get the greatest hits that came out between the two? There was a greatest hits album that came out from Megadeth, and I bought it. Dread and the Fugitive Mind was on it, and Kill the King.
Kill the King. I love Kill the King.
When Dread came on to here, when I heard that song, that was 2 brand new tracks. I was like, oh man, the new Megadeth is going to be freaking awesome. I was like, thank you. Like, it was getting back on course. The Megadeth name is in spikes, not in a rat on a
I don't know why they didn't put. I didn't know why they didn't put Kill the King on.
I don't either, or a bonus track. But maybe they thought, hey, this is for the greatest hits. Because Kill the King is a great man. I forget about that song sometimes.
It does, because you watched the Rude Awakening. Like, I love that.
I love it too.
That one. I love the drum solo in the middle of She-Wolf.
Sure. And the guitar solo. Sure. That's why She-Wolf.
That's how shows should be.
Now, where does this land for you on the list?
For me?
For you.
All right. What do we got here? We got...
And Shannon, what did you think about the album?
I'm so confused by y'all's conversation right now. Okay, so here's what I wrote, because I definitely the opening song is dope. My note is, ooh, are they back?
Right? Okay, you're kind of in that vein too.
But I'm gonna take you for a ride now.
Okay.
Because my next note is, maybe not. I thought that this album was inconsistent, and this is another one that felt long to me.
Okay.
Promises does not fit.
No, it doesn't.
Nope.
You're right about that one. And that was going to be my second take on this when John figures out where he wants to put it. Where's this going?
All right, what do we got? We got Euthanasia. What is...
So Lawnmower's Cryptic.
Got Euthanasia and...
Hidden Treasures.
Hidden Treasures?
Yep.
Well, it's definitely above Euthanasia.
Okay. Is it better than Cryptic? Hidden Treasures.
I say yes.
Okay, so it's a high bitching for you.
Yes,
brother, I disagree.
I disagree too.
This is a lawnmower.
It's a high lawnmower though, because it has good, like, Return to the Hangar. Burning Bridges is a good one. Motorcycle is very cheap on me. I don't like that song at all. But Dread and Fugitive Mind, it has, when you have half your songs I like least better than the other half, I can at least say it's a high lawnmower, because I can get through the album because, Return to the Hangar's coming up. You know what I mean? It's like you're looking for it.
One song.
But then you're not listening to the music that's actually there. If you're just waiting for the better song.
That's why it's lawnmower.
Well, we can move things at the end of the show.
Good. That's why I put in a lawnmower, because when you listen to it on a lawnmower, you're just like, do. All of a sudden you're like, oh, it's Return to the Hangar, sweet. Like, you know what I mean? Now you're engaged, and you're like, oh, it's Promises. Do. Oh, I wonder what that squirrel's doing over there with the apple. You know what I mean?
Okay. So all right. Your description of a lawnmower is interesting.
Yeah.
I have a feeling that's going to get moved later, and that's fine. I'm fine with it.
I did have higher hopes for it when that came out. I had a lot of high hopes for it. And I used to crank that in my old Honda Accord. So yeah, I used to. I'm going to take this one. Killing is my business, and business is good.
First album.
Very, very first album. I was telling the story the other day to notice we were supposed to have a fourth person on the show, but he couldn't do it. we talk about music all the time, and we talked about Megadeth. He's like, "Hey, I couldn't do it," and I was like, "Well, give me your top five." So next show, he's going to give me his top five. I'm going to put it like, "Hey, this is his," and maybe some other people will give me their top fives. That I'm asking, and I told the story of Killing Is My Business. When I first got this album, I was already into Dread the Fugitive Mind and World Needs a Hero. I had everything back except Killing Is My Business. I was like, you know what? Let me go grab it from Best Buy. I grab it from Best Buy. I throw it in the CD player of one of my friends named Barry. I can remember this day. I listened. The first track came on. I was like, what is this piano? I'm like, what is going
Last
on?
Rites.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden it swoops in with this. It sounds like a solo to me, but it's the rhythm of Dave Mustaine. I was like, this is fucking wild. It was just so fast and screeching that I didn't understand what I was listening to on this album. I did not understand this album at first. Revisiting it later on in life, when I got the remastered one, I was like, this is a lot better. This is more clear. But this is the problem though. I have to take for what the album is originally, right?
Yep.
I can't use the remastered part. The remaster to me would be bitchin'. But the original one, it's meh. It's low meh to me. Very.
So yeah, I mean,
Because I have the
it's
original one
short. It's
with the
very short.
skull and the
Yep.
knives and the chains. I have the original cover. And it's written like in not cursive, but like olden times. It's not even pointed Megadeth, like the ends.
Yeah.
It's very.
Yeah, I know the one you're talking about. It looks very like
It
almost.
has ketchup and mustard on the.
It's like it's like cartoony looking.
Very cartoony. I could probably dig it out one day, but like
I know the one you're talking about, and it's very. It has it's it has
it
your
has big
favorite.
Rattlehead. It's
It
his
has your
face.
it has your favorite production on it though, because it sounds like it's in a tin can and
And
it's in a garage.
I will have to say, going from Metallica to hearing this, I was like, this stuff is super fast. This stuff is
100%. It's fat and like
very chaotic.
it's yeah, and
Those
so
drugs are really good back
yep.
in the day.
So. And of course, the mechanics there is the original version of the Four Horsemen.
That's right.
Everybody knows.
Everybody
Surprise.
knows. And then, I
do. So the cover of these boots.
Yes. Okay.
Now, I guess it's been a while since I've listened to it, but I think I had the remastered
and it bleeps it
copy,
out.
and it bleeped it out. Now on Spotify,
it doesn't.
It doesn't.
I know.
So that was like that was the first time I heard it without the censoring on it. So I was like, this is very weird for me because I'm used to hearing the long beeps in that.
Yes.
And so it's like it threw me off, but I was like, oh, okay.
Like Last Rites.
That song is not for me.
No, it wasn't a good
that
cover.
Song is not for me.
It was not a good cover.
That's not one of those songs that you thrash.
No. Okay, Last Rites, Killing, and Rattlehead are as much as I can get from this album. That's why it's very meh. I give it like a 5. Now, the remastered one, I think when you hear the riffs clear, it's in bitchin', it's like a 7 out of 10, 7.5 for me. I can say it's bitchin'.
Yep.
But when you get the original one, man, it's a dud. It's which I guess, Shannon, you listened to the remastered one more than likely, right?
Yeah,
Coming from the remastered, what did you think about
it? So my big notes, obviously, speedy riffs. These boots, not for me.
No.
I don't know how I feel about the vocals for this
Well, he can't
specific
sing
album.
anyway, so.
Well,
Yeah.
you're gonna see a trend in many albums.
He gets that notion a lot from a lot of people.
Like,
I
Well,
hear
especially live lately. Like, I don't.
man, when you did drugs for like more than half of your life,
you
that's
know,
the way
but with
it is.
Dystopia, it worked. The like gravel.
Pro Tools are a motherfucker.
Auto tune and Pro
Auto tune. That's right. So what did you?
I actually did think this was a lawnmower. 6 out of 10.
Okay,
Me.
maybe
Yeah,
I'll.
I gave it a 6. Again,
I-
like you're saying, like the remastered, it bumps up, but
Yeah, it bumps it up for me. But we have to take the original. The original to me is I understand the importance of it because that's the
oh yeah,
first one to everybody's like, oh my God, you have to remember when this first came out, I wish I was back in the day because that was the most the fierce, screeching, super fast. They're like, is this tape sped up? Like, no, this is him playing for real. And everybody was like, I gotta do what he's doing or better. And everybody always looked at Mustaine as this peak of guitar playing. I have to remember the importance, but when you got 4 junkies trying to do an album and they take half their money and go to drugs with it, think about if production was better. Playing could have been better too. They weren't on drugs,
were they were not. Wait, was he homeless at this time?
Might as well have been. All of them were probably. They were sleeping probably at the place.
Or was that was still up in even into probably So Far So Good?
Oh, they were broken, rust in peace.
Yep.
And they were talking about they were broke up to rest in peace, because they spent it on drugs so much and alcohol. Drugs are bad and good. So
if you do drugs, then you're bad because drugs are bad.
Drugs are bad. Good.
Good.
Muy bien. Good. Los Anito Burritos. Good. All right. Ooh, John. So far, so good. So what? Ooh, you might get it. Yeah, you do. Ooh, that was close.
That was a close one.
That was a close one.
So
yeah. So far, so good.
So there's a funny story about the very opening track of So Far, So Good, So What?
Okay, Into the Lungs of Hell. Go ahead.
Yep.
Yes.
And so and I don't remember if I texted you or if I called you.
Okay. I might remember this.
And I don't know which time this was. This is probably a good 15
You used to text me random stuff for like call me, kind of like Runyon does.
I did Runyon. Because Runyon, miss you, brother.
Runyon.
Hit us up, man, for real.
I hate you, but call me.
Yeah, I got some questions about some.
Anyway, call me.
So, I've been a long time Sirius XM subscriber.
Okay.
And Liquid Metal, they love their Megadeth. They love the Big Four.
Sure.
So I hop into the car, and like Into the Lungs of Hell comes on. Now I am still very early into like figuring out where Megadeth is in my area of liking. And I can't remember if I called you or I texted you. I said, dude, there's this new song from Megadeth called Into the Lungs of Hell.
I do remember that. And I was like,
And you're like, yeah, sure it's new. Like, you fucking moron. Like, what the hell are you talking about?
From
1988, and you heard it a couple of years ago.
That was like, yeah.
We're talking a while ago. I think I'm still living in Spotsy. That was like 10, 15. Because he knew I was a huge Megadeth fan.
Yeah,
like,
so I was like, dude,
I am. Let me take that back. But like Megadeth was like a really core inspiration for me.
Because I was not.
So like 20 years later.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, this is around.
This is a great new song.
Yeah, this is around like the world needs a hero time. Like
that's right.
Like the system has failed somewhere in that area. maybe around I don't know, whenever it was.
I love this story.
But
brings
yeah.
But yeah, I was like, dude, and then I was like, and then it's
but
and
it
then I go
tells
back.
me that this album knocked your you know what in the dirt because you heard into the lungs
and
of hell.
And I loved it, and it was great. And I
Yeah.
told Shannon too when we actually listened to this when we were up in when I was visiting. I was like, "Oh, have you heard this? Oh, well, wait until you hear it."
Yep.
And yeah, I mean, I probably should. I don't. What the hell did I rate it? Anyway, it doesn't matter.
It did for me. This album did feel a little bit all over the place, though.
It was a
I don't
little
know.
bit.
Yeah,
It was a little bit all over the place. I was gonna say this is where they fired Chris Poland for drugs.
And Gar Samuelson.
Yeah. Which I thought you know what, and this is because I don't. Again, I'm still in my adolescence of Megadeth.
Yes.
I thought he died, and that's why he was not in Megadeth anymore.
He died on my birthday in 1998 or 99 from liver.
Oh wow.
He had liver problems.
And I thought it was
no. Chris Poland's still alive. No. He got fired. Chris and Gar got fired because they hawk half their gear to get drugs, and then Capitol Records or the manager has to go get their stuff from the.
And that's and that song "Liar" is about Chris Poland selling their shit for drugs.
That's right. They would hawk their stuff during the tour to go get drugs because they were so strung out on shooting up heroin that their manager has to go to go get it back.
And if I remember correctly, or if I read it correctly, like Dave and Dave only had one guitar each. Like they didn't have
they didn't change tunings though.
Well, and that's why, because I was like, oh, this like the solos for some of them sound like they have that tone from like Killing Is My Business. Because it's the same guitar.
It's the same guitar. Which they didn't have any deals with anybody until up to Russ. That's where they went to Jackson Guitars, or So Far So Good got them the Jackson deal to give them Jackson Guitars. And then we have two new guys. We have Chuck Bueller, drum tech, and Jeff Young, which they only lasted one album. I don't know why I know why Jeff got fired, because he thought Dave Mustaine was so strung out on drugs, he thought he was having an affair, his girlfriend at the time, with Jeff. So Jeff, I don't know why Chuck got fired. I didn't care for Chuck's drumming though. It felt lazy. Like slower and lazy. Jeff Young, to me, I feel like was doing a great job with guitar work. But Jeff, when you hear interviews about Jeff, he wasn't really part of the thrash scene. He didn't care for it. Kind of like Al Petrelli with World Needs a Hero. He wasn't in the thrash. He was in metal, but he didn't care about thrash. Jeff was the same way too. That's where I always feel like this album is a diamond in the rough.
Yeah. Well, and the Anarchy and the UK Sex Pistols cover is pretty great too.
It is pretty good.
Although I don't think they play it anymore. I think after that whole deal in Ireland, it was the whole starting to riot.
Cover, but I did write down that I liked that one.
Yeah. The video is really good too. It has a cartoony video of like a lot of it's really good if you take the moment. It's a really good video. Set the World of Fire, dude. The riffing in it is just
that is the first song he wrote he wrote that on the bus back to
that's
California.
Right. The Arsenal of Megadeth.
Yep.
Yeah, that's right. I understand what you're saying though, Shannon, about being over the place a little bit. I feel like every song has its own identity though. Like it's its own purpose. There's no theme
there's no overall theme to the album. It's just these are the songs that we have, and here you go.
I have to say, Into Lungs, Set the World Afire, even Anarchy to Hook and Mouth, those are kind of together as one theme. Yeah. Everything else is individual. 502, Mary Jane, In My Darkest Hour, which is kind of the notoriety song on there.
Well, I don't know. Hook and Mouth, they play a lot.
Hook and Mouth is a really good song. I love the bass and the drum parts. It's kind of a different. It's not all just all guitar work, but it's the dun, 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 dun. How he riffs in these songs are very precise. I love the precision of it. They call it spider riffing. There is a term called spider riffing where he's palm muting. He's not doing an open chord. It's like ticking, but you're not strumming. You know what I mean? He called it spider riffing. So he made his own riffing. That's pretty cool too.
Yeah.
So I always felt like this album's just a diamond in the rough. I always have it has a special place. I like the cover art too. I think it's pretty
cover art's pretty great.
We shout out to the cover arts of a lot of these are pretty cool. So
yeah, the only for me the Mary Jane is not.
No, even 502 is.
It's okay.
I do like the solo in 502. I think that's a pretty cool solo.
That's a good.
And you hear the car driving and the police chasing them.
Yeah.
You know, I was like, samples. That's interesting. Yeah. You know.
But I mean, overall, it's a great album. I would.
Is it your go?
I think it is mine.
Yeah. Where did you want to put it? Shannon, what did you care about it?
I gave it a high lawnmower. I gave it 6 out of 10.
Huh. Okay.
And I think it's just like the good songs were great, and the others weren't, and that kind of again that all over the place kind of just threw me.
It's World Needs a Hero. That's how I relate to World Needs a Hero. But I like So Far So Good a lot more because the riffing is more technical and it slices through the sound like really good.
Yeah, I mean, I think Megadeth is definitely one that I wish I were able to have listened to the albums more than once. You know?
Oh, sure. Yeah. John, where are you putting
tough, man.
It has a special place in my heart, so I would probably put it somewhere. Probably you would not put it. I definitely give it on a good day. It's like a 9 out of 10 for me, but like on some days I'm like, it's a 7.
Yeah, because I gave it a very rare 7.75.
What? Not arbitrary 6? Arbitrary 7.75.
Because again, it depends.
I can't put it in the middle, okay? I can't put it here. It has to go one or the other. Can I? No, it has to go. It can't go in the middle. Oh, I could make the arbitrary category says arbitrary.
That would be like half of the stuff that I do.
It's in between the lawnmower and pitching. It's arbitrary. Where are we putting this?
It's a high lawnmower.
Okay. I can respect that. I might like it on some days and not. It is a lawnmower still to a certain point. You're right about that one. That's the only album out of this whole list that I have it has a special place in my listening where I just like it for the playing ability and how it's like, wow, the sound of it and everything like that. You know what I mean? Who wants to go next? Shannon, do you want to go next or you want me to go next?
I think that's fine. I think I'm up anyway.
13. Album number 13.
Ooh.
Oh, it would be. No, it would be your turn, Shannon. Go ahead. Number 13.
Sudden Death is not the best opener.
I feel I'm with you on that one.
They could have done better on that. I liked Public Enemy #1. I thought that was heavy and catchy.
Should have been the opener.
That probably should have been the opener. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. And overall, I thought like the album had a really good flow, but the songs were kind of hit or miss.
Okay.
So I still think this is a 7 out of 10 though.
So a high lawnmower?
For me, it would be a low bitchin', but I'm looking at what's on there right now.
So
if I'm rating it based on the albums that are there.
So World Needs a Hero, Hidden Treasures, Euthanasia.
Oh, it's definitely not better than Euthanasia. And what's in Lawnmower right now?
So far, so good.
Technically, 7 out of 10 is low bitchin' for me, but
so far, and Cryptic Writings are in Lawnmower. For me, this is a Lawnmower.
See, it's not better than Cryptic. Yeah, it's not better than Cryptic either.
So it's a low. Well,
so if I'm rating this, here's my trouble right now. Okay. My number system tells me where I put it. So 7 out of 10 puts it as a low bitchin' because Shredding is 9/10.
Sure. So it's better than yes.
But it's not better than Euthanasia, and it's not better than Cryptic.
So it needs to
based
be
on the
lower.
album placing, it needs to be low Lawnmower. Do you see my trouble? Do you see what's happening right now?
Well,
my type A brain is exploding.
So just worry about it being low in bitchin', and don't worry about Lawnmower because that's its own category. So it sounds like you want to put it in bitchin'.
Not better than Cryptic.
We can move things.
We can move
things. No, but I only get one.
Well,
it's stressful.
Well, no. Part 1, you get 1, and part 2, you get 2. So you get 2. So
we should do them all at the end. We should do one round and then one round. I think. Whichever.
That's fine. Okay, it's a low bitchin'.
Yes. If I'm rating it based on my rating system,
I probably would have put in a Lawnmower. I feel like this album was nothing important because I remember when this album was hyped up as it's number 13. It has cryptic symbols with 13 in it. I'm like, this album, it has Dave Ellison on it, right? It has Dave Mustaine, has Chris Broderick, one of Chris Broderick's, and it still has Sean Drover in it. Sean Drover's about 3 albums deep on this album.
And this was his last one.
Because he did Abomination, Endgame, and 13. I felt like it was a very...
It's almost a meh.
It is. It was... Okay, Head Crusher is okay.
That's not this album, sir.
No, sorry. Sudden Death is okay. And... Never Dead is okay too. That's a video game that was made for a video game, and their cover of New World Order. Does everybody recognize where that comes from?
That was from back in the early times.
That was a demo from Countdown to Extinction or Euthanasia. So one of the two.
One of the two of them. Yeah.
So this album kind of falls in place with Countdown and Euthanasia, the structure of it, in some way.
I think was it most of these that were either?
Only one.
Okay.
Which is New World Order, which was a demo.
I thought Black Swan was around before for a while too.
That I don't know. I just knew about that one.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. I'll be honest.
Black Swan is a pretty cool song.
Yeah, it's okay. There's nothing on this album that really is exciting.
I think Wrecker's just a funny song.
I feel I feel like this album kind of goes in vein with World Needs a Hero. It's that mediocre metal sound that has glimpses of thrash, but they hold back a lot because look, man, you're probably in your 50s right now doing this,
I
right?
don't think it's better than World Needs a Hero.
I don't think so either. I feel like it's in the same vein though. I feel like it's the same lane with World Needs a Hero.
I will, yeah, it's definitely in the lane, but it's
Yeah.
like it's back there.
Yeah. But a little bit up more tempo, a little bit more. I feel like World Needs a Hero is slower. There's nothing like it's
a
the BPMs are lower on that.
Yeah, it's like you put it on in the as like in the background. You just
it's a lawnmower. The background
just move it down to lawnmower.
I'm not going to move it. You want it as a bitchin', it's staying in bitchin'.
I'm saying it's moving to lawnmower, damn it.
It will move at a later date. As Shannon said, everybody gets one. You're going to move your own.
You're damn right I'm going to move it.
4, 5, 6, 7. All right.
We're at 8, right?
We are at 8. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So we're going to go one more spin. And then from there, we're going to end part 1. And we'll bring it up to part 2. So let's get into the last spin, which will actually be mine. That'll be my last pick for it. Spin. Can you spin?
Spin. Right round, baby.
Ooh, do I get the system has failed? Oh, do I get? Oh, which one do I get?
Which one do you get? It's so close.
Oh, I get it. Can we say the system has failed should have been a Dave Mustaine
side
solo
project
album?
Wasn't it supposed to be?
I think
because
so.
This is the album where this is all session players except for Dave. Like you got Vinny Coluccia on the drums.
No, Jimmy Slalios. Jimmy Lee Slalios. Slalios? Yeah, Dave Jr. is not in this.
I know, so I'm saying, like, he, like, when Megadeth was done after World Needs a Hero, this is Sanctuary Records too, right?
Yes, this is the second one for Sanctuary. So this is after where Dave hurt his hand.
Right, with the thing, and then he became liking, Jesus and stuff.
Yes, John. He liked Jesus and stuff.
He liked Jesus and stuff. He became a Christian again.
Yes, he did, John. And we have to remember that he had a nerve issue with his hand.
With his hand, yep, because he fell asleep in a chair with his arm over top of it.
Yep, and it broke his nerve in his it blocked the nerve. That's insane. And it was his ring finger in his left hand, so he couldn't play. So he took a year to recuperate, and he was like, "Man, I got to get playing. I got to get going." Who is the second guitarist on this album, John?
Oh, is it Poland?
Yes, it is. Mr. Chris Poland, back from Killing Is My Business and Peace Sells. Every time I listen to this album, I always think in my head, this is Megadeth, but it should have been a Dave Mustaine
side project. So it's like the choruses are very catchy, like they stick in your head.
Yes, he is really good at doing that.
So, but that's it. Like the rest of the songs, the rest of whatever, you don't really care about that. Like, I do like the Scorpion. I think that's a cool song.
Back in the day, it's pretty cool too.
I do, yeah. I'll give you back in the day.
I think the first half is pretty solid. I think it's the second half of the album that kind of falls.
I don't know
falls more flat for me.
well, and I guess the of Mice and Men when he's looking back on his life or something. I don't know. That's just kind of it's
Yeah.
kind of cool.
That My Kingdom's a pretty good one too. I think it's a
Yeah,
good ender. It's very simple, chugging, just
yeah.
talking about, but I every time I listen to this, I feel like it should have been a solo album, like
Yeah.
MD45. Remember
Yeah.
that?
Yes, I do.
His first solo album, which I feel like
This should have been that.
this should have been something else.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it a low lawnmower. I'm being generous as low lawnmower. I give it like 6.5. For me, it. I'll be honest too. When I listen to it again, I'm like, my feelings for it didn't change at all from back in the
Yeah.
day.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean there was a lot of other production things on here. Like with the
Did it get
vocals.
muddy? Did it get
You
muddy
know,
in some parts too?
it got muddy and then they're doing that there's the thing. I don't even know what you call it. But it's just some weird like extension of the vocals. Like on Kick the Chair.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Or like the
No, I
system has
don't.
failed where it's like the
No, I don't. I don't know what you're talking about.
it's
Sorry,
like it's
John.
drawing he's drawing out.
Oh, he's holding a note for a
He's like,
longer time.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And it just seems like there's like a weird like
effect
production
behind it.
effect behind it. Yeah.
Sure. So they're taking his vocals and putting it through a loop or something like that, and
Yeah.
like EQing it in a different way or something. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, and that's why I felt like this was like a solo album because it's still in the vein of Megadeth, but it's more personal. Not personal.
Yeah.
Let me take that back. It's more of his beliefs of something.
Yeah, it's just solo project. Like it.
Yeah, it had Megadeth playing in it, but the lyrical was more. He likes that stuff. It's not Megadeth, except Blackmail the Universe. Beyond that, everything else is not Megadeth themed.
No.
To me, it's not. Maybe Euthanasia a little bit in Cryptic Writings, but yeah, I give it a low lawnmower. Low lawnmower.
Actually, going back to World Needs a Hero for a second, because I was just looking at my notes again.
Okay.
I don't remember the song, and I should have thought about it at the time. But there's one of the songs on The World Needs a Hero. He does say the system has failed in the lyrics.
You sure that's not Kick the Chair?
He does do it in Kick the Chair.
Okay, I was right because it's the vocal. Okay.
Because that's the vocal, but he also says something about system has failed in World Needs a Hero, and I don't remember the song right off the top of my head. But I was like, huh. It's like, is that a little foreshadowing to the next album?
Yeah. Some
probably
people
not.
get inspirations in some way like that,
It's probably not, but whatever.
Shannon, what did you think about it?
Yeah, no, I also put it in lawnmower, 6 out of 10.
Yeah, it's I'm sorry, Dave.
Like you can just because there's no like feel, right? There's no like chemistry to it. It's just
individual tracks.
Like here's what you're playing.
Yeah.
Go to
it. And we got to remember Dave is the architect of Megadeth. He is the sayer of I want this, I want that, which having session players, that's what they do. You tell them what they do. They're not going to bring any ideas into, it says all tracks are written by Dave Mustaine. Of course. You know what I mean? It makes sense.
He's probably writing riffs for the next Metallica album, but
and also too, it's giving a shout out to a producer, Jeff Balding. Does that name sound familiar to you, Jeff Balding? He's done every Megadeth album up to The System Has Failed. So he's kind of a big deal for Megadeth. He's one of those Fleming, from Metallica, Bob Rock. He's a big deal for Megadeth. He does get notoriety a lot for his contribution to Megadeth, but he's kind of one of those unsung heroes for the band. We have to remember he did a lot of stuff up to a certain point for it. You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So yeah, we are done with part 1. I have to say, Dystopia, surprisingly in shredding, has been the biggest surprise right now for me.
Surprise, surprise.
Surprise, surprise. So yeah, that's into part 1. We're gonna break this up into part 2. That's the other 9. We will have the new album on the wheel by then. That will be in the rotation. It's already there for the tier list. But when we come back for part 2, we'll have that listened to. We will listen to it, and we will put it in the mix. We will talk about the album individually also, since it is a brand new album. We'll talk about it at the beginning of the show, give our personal opinions of it, and we'll spin the wheel and see who gets it and puts it where they want to put it. Sound good?
Yep.
I
like it.
I like it.
I like it.
All right. Well, everybody, say goodbye to the internet. Bye.
Bye, internet.